know, I think hold on. A batle di-copyright strike rona. Ke ne ke re a tseba ke nahana hore mo re leng teng re le Basotho nation kapa re le batho ba Moshoeshoe. Ha ke nahane hore this is where he envisioned hore be re teng today. I recently ke ithutile something that is very interesting about Morena Moshoeshoe before a hlokahala. Morena Moshoeshoe wa pele. Before a hlokahala ke mane mo ile hore ngwana sana le dikamano le di-missionary tse ne di tlile Lesotho mona. Jele di-missionary tsena with all their different denominations ne ba batla ho kolobetsa Morena Moshoeshoe. Ebe Morena ha batle ho kolobetswa kerekeng e lengwe jwalo ka tsatsing ne re na le all these many different denominations. Re na le fora, re na le church, re na le we have all these many denominations tse fapaneng, right? Morena Moshoeshoe ha present wa ka idea eo ya hore kolobetswa maybe fora kapa kolobetswa kerekeng e itseng ahana because as diplomatic as Moshoeshoe was, unaboni the plan beforehand hore what this will do to me as the leader or as the founder of the Basotho nation is to create a division. And how Kasheba in all of history, Europe and North America has always worked divide and conquer. So if you can be able to divide a people, you can conquer them, right? So go along with me, you'll see where I'm going with this, right? So Morena Moshoeshoe wa hana ho kolobetswa to one faith or to one denomination until a hlokala, because he made a decision the day before or a few hours or a few days before a hlokahala hore now I want to be baptized, but then before that could happen yaba wa hlokahala mo ha phomole ka khotso. But where am I going with this? Ke ne ke if you look at where we are, the reason why as a Basotho nation, I don't think we are in a position where Moshoeshoe would have loved us to be. The very same thing he disagreed with, we embrace it. We have all these many multiple divisions and labels. Tsera arohanyang re le batho. E mong o fora, e mong o church. Wa church o nahana hore o betere ho fetwa wa fora, vice versa. Re na le batho ba ipetsang the middle class, the low class, the high class. All those are labels who create a division. We are divided. The very same thing Moshoeshoe we are embracing it today. I'm having a conversation in my own head where are we not disgracing the legacy of our king and our founder as the Basotho nation? Because Morena wa rona ona sa re batlele ntweng, but today re a etsa. Re na le introvert, re na le extrovert. That's a division. Introvert ba na le ntho bona e ba nanang hore because they are not extroverts, they are better, vice versa. Re na le di-division tsena tse sa hlokahaleng. Jwale ho tle dipolotiki, re na le RFP ka nqena, re na le DC ka nqena, re na le ABC ka nkane. Re na le all these many different divisions. Ba ANC yona vale ba tla lwantsha ba itseng DP kapa BP e tla lwantsha eng e mong le mong o ipeile mo a ipeileng. And how ka la o ba le political party tse pedi e bolela hore o so divide le Basotho into two groups. Ona la tla nna ke a le RFP, ona la tla nna ke a le eng. You have divided those people. At the end of it all, to summarize this conversation I'm having on my own, ko re na why can't we just be one people, one race, one belief, one faith, one theory, one lifestyle? Cool. Re hona lo re ke middle class, eling introvert, ajena. Why can't we just be a human race? Re be batho fela. Le yona ntho ena hore hona le black and white people. Why can't we just be people? Why can't we just be humanity, the human race? Because let me tell you something. The same people battling Lesotho mo kapa battling Africa mo, ba fihla ba divide. But now they are not so divided. You look at the map, ya lefatshe, right? The actual map ya lefatshe. O shebe North America, o shebe South America, then o shebe continent in Europe, right? Look at how many division lines you can identify with those in relation to Africa, if you can list all the 7 continents, if you can list and tabulate all 7 continents of the world and then look at the most divided, I would want to assume Africa the most divided. The reason why we are in a position where we have 54 countries, if it's 54, if my geography is still right, the reason why we still have all 54 countries and we are so divided as Africans should tell you something. And the unfortunate part is the person who did the division proceeded to conquer at the same time. They divided Africa and then they conquered Africa. Today, Africans, well, some Africans embrace the template of being European. They embrace the blueprint of being American. Today, we dress European. We dress American. We embrace it to the point where Africans, even tribal Africans, can debate between each other about who looks the most white. So as of today, some of us Africans are debating about who can simulate or imitate the slave master best. We know that the slave master wears his hat a certain way. Africans are going back and forth trying to wear the hat that way. Who can wear a 3-piece suit the best way as an African? We are at it. Who can wear loafers? Who can wear formal shoes made of leather, stolen from Africa, exported to Europe, sold back to Africa? And we are debating over that. Lesotho produces Levi's jeans. Lesotho produces the jeans, the jeans are exported somewhere to get a stamp, to get a print, to get a tag that says Levi's jeans. Somewhere in Europe, somewhere in America. The jeans are then exported back into the country at an astronomical markup price. And somebody is flexing that jean to say, I got it straight from Italy. I got it straight from Europe. I got it straight from America. Nigga, that jean was made on your homeland. What do you mean? But this is a conversation that I feel like most people, especially my age, are not ready to sit down and talk about it. All we talk about, the podcast, it's an antuso, more discuss we are talking about pop culture. We are talking about who is dissing who. Which celebrity posted a leak on Twitter. That's our conversations on Legend. Sure, I sound like Jaden Smith on I know. But he had something. He had a point. You know, he had a vision of it. Let's talk about the economical state of the world. Nigga. E tlo go thusa kang go ba le podcast mo go buang ka jwala, re buang ka banana, re buang ka o cheater, re buang ka pop culture, celebrities. E re isa ka into. How are we expected to be masterminds of innovation when we are talking and discussing about brain rot content? We are discussing other people's lifestyles and we are discussing garbage. How are we expected to be future leaders of our nations when we are discussing who has beef with who? How are we expected to go anywhere with such conversation? Because right now, I can tell you right now, there's so many people in all different countries and states and regions and continents complaining about what the government or how the government does everything. But I can tell you, bro, the loudest people when it comes to complaining are the same people who cannot sit down and come up with solutions, come up with innovation. What can we do as a people or as a nation observing corruption actually, observing corruption and observing that some of these people are playing checkers, we are playing chess, vice versa. We are being manipulated by the system. We are living in a system that's not made for us to win as the youth, as the unemployed, as the employed, because everybody is getting assaulted and molested by the system in different ways. Whether you're working, it's tax, it's pay as you earn, it's all these many things you have to cover, insurance, medical aid, all these different things. If you're unemployed, you're not eating. If you're a student, NMDS, you still have to pay a level of tax somewhere. Some of you have to close a loan that NMDS gave you, sponsorship contracts, right? You have all these many things. Just the smallest example I can use, if you have a bank account, your bank is pulling a monthly fee from your account every single month. So this is why I'm telling you that the system molests everyone. So these are the conversations we should be sitting down and having about how are we going to do things differently in the next coming vision for 2027, 2028, or in the next 15 years to come. How are we going to do things differently? But as long as we are focused on useless conversations, wearing the same outfits from the age of 17 up until 30, because 17 to 30, most people are wearing the same outfits. The same oversized t-shirt, the same Sheen hat, the same oversized jeans from Mr. Price, and some big ass shoes that you don't even tie the shoelaces. Everybody is freaking dressed the same. If we are so focused on pop culture like that, how are we expected to thrive as a nation in the next coming 15 years? Because we're going to be in the same position, arguing about the same things, fussing over the same issues, and not going anywhere in life. I'm going to close my quote by a quote. I'm going to close my video with a quote that I heard when I was residing yesterday. You feel me? My brain is glitching today. So the quote goes, it's kind of a cycling quote, right? So bear with me. The quote goes like this: hard times create strong men. Strong men create easy times. Easy times create weak men. Weak men create hard times. Then hard times will create hard situations. And then the hard situations will create strong men. And the cycle goes. Yes.